Derivational morpheme. So the set of affixes that comes either before a stem or after a stem can be of two types. One is derivational morpheme and other is inflectional morpheme. So derivational morphemes are the morphemes that change the category of words. For example, if we have a noun and we add a derivational morpheme to it, it becomes a verb, it becomes an adjective, or it may become another part of speech. Similarly, we can add a derivational morpheme to an adjective and make it adverb. So we have some examples. For example, if we have a word bake, it's a verb, right? So we add an affix which is er, and we get a new word that is baker, and it is a noun. So we have a change from verb to noun by adding a derivational morpheme. Similarly, if we have quick, which is an adjective, we add ly to it and it becomes quickly. Now it's an adverb. We again have an example of happy, which is an adjective. We add ness to it and we get happiness, which is a noun. So derivational morphemes can be added to free morphemes or other derivational morphemes. It means that we can add derivational morphemes to stems or to other derivational morpheme. For example, we have the word transform. It's a verb. But if we look at it, the basic form of this word is form, which is the root word. And we have added trans, which is a prefix. Prefixes are also derivational. In English, all the prefixes are derivational. So this word becomes transform by adding trans to form. If we add another morpheme to it, for example, ashen, right? So we get a new word, which is a noun, transformation, right? And we can again add a derivational morpheme to it, for example, al, and make it transformational, which is an adjective. So you see that derivational morphemes are the morpheme which change the word class, the category of the word, from one part of speech to another part of speech. And we can add more derivational morphemes to the stem, and they can be added before the stem or they can come after the stem. Semantic content. Remember that derivational morphemes have more semantic content than the inflectional morphemes. Like content words adds some meanings to it. For example, we have open and we say reopen. So re mean again, open again. So the prefix has added some meaning to the word. But one thing we must remember, that derivational morphemes are not words. They are not independent. They are example of bound morpheme which cannot stand alone as words. In English, all prefixes are derivational, as I just said. This contrasts with English suffixes, which may be either derivational or inflectional. We know that inflectional morphemes come at the end of the stem, and they can also be derivational morphemes. So look at some prefixes. We have a, we added with float and get a word afloat. Similarly, by and make it bypass. Co and co-worker. Mini market. Post election. Prevent and previous. And upgrade and uplift. And you can see that all of these prefixes have their meanings. So that's why they are not word, but they have meanings. So the set of derivational affixes is open-ended. What does it mean? It means that there is a possibility of more affixes adding to this derivational derivational morphemes. However, at a certain time, their number is quite countable, but they are like open class. They are open. They are like open class words. They are open. So there is a potentially infinite number of them, as they can new derivational morphemes can be added to a language. So there is an infinite number of them. However, as I said, that at a certain time their number is countable and limited.